Good morning, fourth graders. Happy Tuesday. I hope you all had a fabulous 3-day weekend with your families and got to enjoy a lot of time with them and time outside. This week we're going to be doing something a little differently. You'll have a little more choice into how you break it down because you're only going to have one writing assignment for the whole week rather than a question a day because it's a shorter week. We're going to switch gears and we're going to actually read an informational chapter book instead of a magazine. So the topic is living in space. Usually for informational books, the topic is right there in the title. And just to preview the organization of the book, so you can see that, a good way to preview how the book is set up is not only to flip through it, but to look at the table of contents as well. So right here, you'll see right away that this book has 4 chapters. Chapter 1, the International Space Station, with a subheading of Getting There. Chapter 2 is about living in space. So the supporting subheadings there are space food, water in space, and sleeping in space. Chapter 3 is about working in space. And there's a subheading also there about building in space. And lastly, chapter 4 is very short, but that is focusing on the future. So when you're reading this week, you can break up this book any way you want. I would suggest you try to get 12 pages read today. I know tomorrow is Wellness Wednesday, so you might want to take tomorrow off and read the remaining part of the book on Thursday so you can do the assignment on Friday. The assignment is going to be about how we remember nonfiction books and articles. And what we do when we're reading nonfiction is we think about what the author is telling us. You also know that as the main idea. So nonfiction readers think about main idea. They think about supporting details. So at the end of each chapter, ask yourself, what is the one big thing in this chapter the author is telling me? And then what are some details that support that? All right, I'll include actually a video on Thursday of myself modeling how I would do the assignment with chapter 1. So after you're done reading this book, from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, however you want to divide it, on Friday, I would like you to reread chapter 2, and you're going to fill out a organizer organizing the main idea and the supporting details for chapter 2. And the easiest way I can remember nonfiction is I take notes using boxes and bullets. So that's the organizer I'm going to give you. You're going to put the main idea in the box and the supporting details in the bullets. So I'll attach some information about that. You'll see a video of me practicing it on Thursday. But aside from that, if you have any questions, you can always comment on the stream and I'll answer you right away, okay, on how to do this week's reading. Just to go over a few words with you that are going to pop up a lot in the book. One word that you're going to see over and over again because the book focuses on the International Space Station. So this word is international, even though we would think NA would say nay, but it's national. And this word, we just a reminder, TION always says shun. So we have our shun again here. So this actually does follow the rules. Station. Okay. Then you probably recognize this word, protect. So this word is protection. And what you're going to learn about in this book is that the International Space Station provides protection for the astronauts because we know we can't survive in space without some protection. Another really big word, I'll zoom out a little bit here. You might recognize this word, gravity. Okay, so this word is gravity, and this prefix is micro. And micro means very, very small. So when it's talking about microgravity, it means that there's very weak gravity in space. Okay, you might have seen pictures of astronauts in space with things flying around because there's very weak gravity. So you'll learn about that microgravity. This word right here you might recognize from science, but it's experiments. I know ER usually says but we're not going to say experiments. This word is experiments. And last but not least, communicate. I know you know to chunk between double letters. So communicate. That A is going to say the A sound because of the magic E there. Okay, and communicate means to talk or to signal each other in some way. All right, so I hope you learn a lot about the International Space Station this week when you're reading this book and all about living in space. And have a wonderful week, and I'll be checking in every day in the stream, so make sure you post questions or comments or anything you want. Thanks, guys.